welcome back to Question of the Week. This week I'm sitting next to the statue of the University of Pennsylvania's founder, Benjamin Franklin. Earlier this week, the Daily Pennsylvanian published a cover story about the growing tradition of Penn students urinating on the statue of Ben Franklin. So for today's Question of the Week, we're on Locust Walk asking people how they feel about this supposed tradition and what, if anything, they think the university should do about it.
What do I know about people peeing on the statue of Ben Franklin? Actually, in fact, my freshman year roommate made a very big deal of peeing on Ben Franklin with some pre-frosh who were visiting Penn at the time, and I don't know if this person ever got into Penn, maybe not. But the bottom line is I know that a fair amount of people do it.
There was an article on the cover of the DP this past week, and one morning I was walking here and the statue was just covered in pee. It's pretty disgusting.
Was that before?
I would bet it happens a lot more than we think it does, but I don't think it happens on a daily basis or on such a regular basis, partly because frankly, I think it would smell more.
Probably at night. I'm glad I don't have to wash it.
That's right. That's right.
I've never heard that before, so I don't know anything about it, but it's pretty gross.
It's gross.
Yeah. Okay.
And disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a little bit gross, but really I think people probably pee everywhere. So when you're sitting in the quad, who knows what happens at night, so I don't know, it happens.
Uh-huh. Okay.
People sit down on a toilet seat, who knows what's been on there, so it's no worse.
Uh-huh.
I've never done it. Freshman year, I had heard, like within my first week of being there, that I heard that people did it, and I wanted to do it, but I was dissuaded by my friends. I don't know if that makes them good friends or bad friends, really, but I wanted to, and I didn't.
I've never done it, and I've only seen people do it in passing.
I've yet to see it happen. I've yet to do it myself, but you know, it's senior year, plenty of time for that to happen.
Doesn't surprise me, doesn't shock me, just shows the level of maturity that some students have. That's all.
I don't actually know the culture of peeing on Ben. You know, what motivates that is perplexing to me. But then again, I'm not a guy, and that's another part of my resentment, of course, is that guys can do it, and women would have a lot of trouble peeing on Ben.
Do you think any women?
It's kind of pointless, I think. Are they trying to make a political statement or any idea what they were doing with that?
I don't think it's right that they should do that. That's it, I don't. They could find something better to do than to pee on Ben over here.
Does it surprise you?
Yeah, it does. It's not right to do
Plus
that.
Ben, you know, he doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
You know, he's our mascot. You know.
I think it was good that they interviewed the architect and they showed how disgusted the architect was with the entire practice. And I think that puts a very human face on the entire, on a rather faceless tradition.
Tourists definitely do sit on the statue and they take pictures all over the statue. And I wonder sometimes if I should tell them, but I feel like I might spoil their time. Plus, you know, it's just pee.
They're usually not Penn undergrads, they're usually people visiting Penn. Because it's pretty cute, you know, sitting on Ben Franklin's lap and whatever.
And do you have a reaction when you see that?
Yeah, it's pretty gross. You know, you sort of feel like telling them, but on the other hand, you don't really want to sully the school by saying to undergraduates pee on the statue that they're sitting on. So you just sort of let it pass and, you know, hopefully they stop sitting on it as soon as possible.
I don't think I'll have the nerve to go up and say something to them, but it'll make it a lot grosser to see people doing that. I'll feel bad for them.
Why are they so stupid?
Do you ever want to warn them or say something to them about it?
Yes, I haven't yet.
And why not?
I don't know. You know, class is like in 5 minutes or whatnot. Just haven't gotten around to it. It's also sort of funny.
I mean, you kind of cringe a little. You know, it always looks like tourists or like parents on tours with their kids, and you kind of like wish they knew, but what can you do?
So you don't warn anybody?
No, I don't warn anybody, no. I mean, I'm not going to walk up to somebody who's like sitting on it and be like, I think people like urinate on it.
Not for a photo, but I talk to him sometimes. I told him his shoes was wet the other day.
And does this make you not want to sit on the bench? Does it make you think twice?
No, I don't. It rains. So it's cool.
Okay.
I think that people, if they're caught urinating in public and it's a summary offense, they should be wherever they're peeing, whether it's Ben or, you know, the side of Phi Delta over here. They should be ticketed.
It's a mindless, drunken sort of thing. So if you just increase security, people will get the message that, oh, well, it's not acceptable for you to do this.
Well, I think the more guards on those certain nights where people tend to go out and party, just patrolling around this area, because most of the people are walking back and forth on Locust Walk, and just patrolling around here going back and forth would be a good idea. I think that would help a lot.
Nothing. It's a waste of time and energy and resources.
They could put a guard just sitting right here next to him, 24/7, make sure people don't pee on him.
You think they should do that?
If they really want to stop people peeing, then yeah, they could do that. Maybe they could put up a TV screen and have somebody watching at all times, or a little maybe put a camera inside of his eyes so they can see the people peeing. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth worrying about taking the time to find a solution for it.
Great.
Some kind of surveillance would be, but if they catch the students, they would probably warn them or something. I don't think that there's an actual sanction that would be effective.
It would be sort of crazy for them to like really punish people. I mean, it wouldn't be so crazy. I don't know. I just have no idea.
Sort of. I mean, I think that they look the other way. They can continue to look the other way. It doesn't matter. I mean,
it's everyone knows it's like you're not supposed to pee in public, but they do it anyway. So I think if they put a sign up, people would do it in spite of the sign. So I don't think anything.
Do about it.
Fine them.
Yeah.
If they catch them, fine them. That'll stop them.
In the end, it appears that most students were aware of the tradition of peeing on Ben Franklin. Most also reported that they found it disgusting and disrespectful. Though opinion varied as to whether something should be done, most people interviewed said, really there was nothing that could be done about it. In the end, what was most disturbing was among those who knew of the practice, none were able to warn tourists when they saw them sitting with the bench and cuddling up to Benjamin Franklin. We were no different. As tourists came and posed with the bench, we found ourselves unable to warn them. I wonder what Benjamin Franklin would say about this situation. I hope you'll join us next time for another episode of Question of the Week. Gross. Just get fully insulated here. See, this guy is going to protect me right here.